Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, so I know a lot of you guys are new to my podcast, and I know a lot of you guys are new to my YouTube channel, especially the YouTube channel. Man, past few weeks, this channel has been growing like crazy. Again, I do appreciate each and every one of you guys for showing support to the channel, but I know some of you guys have probably searched up my name in case if you're trying to show a friend a video of mine or just overall wanting to see some of my other videos. I know you came across some other videos that I haven't uploaded, but there are some quote-unquote critics out there that have uploaded videos about me, and yeah, it's just one of those types of things where, you know, people are gonna hate. That comes with the entertainment business. You know, they'll try to cover it up with whatever it is that they want to cover it up with, but at the end of the day, it's hate. You know, it's like you're not, my thing is this. The past 14 years of me being a content creator, I have seen a lot of different content come and go. I have seen content that I do support. I have seen content that I don't support. But I'm not going to sit around and waste my time promoting content that I don't support. You know, I'm going to promote content that I actually like, content that I can actually work with and get into. But yeah, there's people out there where it's like they want you to convince them to like your content. I'm like, I'm not here for that. I'm not here for you to like my content or for me to gain your blessings about my content. If you don't like my content, fam, that's on you. I'm not going to force you to like my content, nor am I going to tell you to like my content. It's either you watch it or you don't. There's billions of, not even millions, billions of videos out there that exist on multiple platforms. You very well can watch any and every video that you want to watch. If you come to my channel, you're gonna get what you see, okay? So, but anyways, yeah, some time ago I was dealing with a lot of hate, and at some point in time, I mean, these guys were doing any and everything to promote me, but more so in a negative way. I mean, I had a petition get started of me and stuff, telling people to sign a petition to take me off of YouTube, and I think it wasn't a whole lot of people that signed that petition. It was very few people, but from that to what else? Yeah, lies and rumors getting started up about me. But the one thing that I do remember coming across, and I never sat down and took the time to read it up until this moment, there was somebody that created a definition about me on Urban Dictionary, and just to let you guys know, Urban Dictionary is like another Wikipedia. Like any and everybody can go on there. So it wasn't the people behind Urban Dictionary, the website. It was somebody that created an account, and then they overall, yeah, it was like, oh, let me go and create some made up definition about TMossBoss and stuff. But yeah, overall, it's just one of those things where it's like, it's not a universal definition. Like, everybody's not going to agree with this definition when they see it. It's just more so people that has an issue with my content. When they see it, yeah, they're going to say everything positive about that definition. But I feel like anybody else, they're going to be looking at it like, what is this person talking about? Like, what? This told me absolutely nothing about, like, if you're genuinely trying to get some information about me or learn some things about me, I know for a fact that you're not going to learn absolutely nothing from this definition, okay? So, anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and get on into this definition. But first things first, let me just, because you know how, like, in some of these, like, word websites, when they have, like, the definition, the word, the definition, and then there's, like, a way for the word to be used in a sentence. So they did that. Whoever created this definition, they did that. They came up with a sentence. And honestly, if I wasn't me and I heard somebody say this out loud, I would honestly think that that person has some sort of like social issues. Like they got like something mentally going on with them, because there is no way possible people are going up and down these streets talking about don't be such a TMossBoss. There is not one single person that has, besides my haters, outside of that circle, nobody else is saying that. That is something where I'm like, that is mad cringy. That is mad cringy. That it's just, the whole thing is cringy. But yeah, just that sentence, I'm like, man, that's, yeah, it's just, it gives me a bad feeling, you know? It's like, it puts an evil spirit within me. I'm like, nah, I don't like that. I don't like how that sounds. It's just, not more so that it has something to do with me, but it's just like, the awkward moment where, okay, so like, let's say for an example, you say that to somebody, they have to know who I am. Other than that, you say it to a random person, like, let's say for an example, the person that created that definition, They go out and get them to 9 to 5, and then they somebody does something that they don't like, and they look them in. You think they're gonna look them in their face talking about you're being such a TMossBoss right now? They're gonna be looking at them like, oh, I knew this guy was weird. We shouldn't have hired him. We had so many people lined up for this job, and we hired the weird guy, the one that might come back to this place because he felt that he was shortchanged on his paycheck. Now we're all on the 9 o'clock news because this man done went crazy on everybody. Yeah, it's definitely one of those types of people where it's like, yeah, they can't be trusted in social gatherings because they don't know how to act in social gatherings. And then as soon as somebody makes them upset in the social gathering, they think they can carry that same energy and attitude that they have on the internet to a social gathering. Now they're being arrested because they took things too far. So yeah, it's just we got some weirdos out there. But anyways, now let's go ahead and get on into this definition. So it reads out, TMossBoss is a reactor who does reactions like Jinx, Tyrone, and CJ. So Jinx, Tyrone, and CJ So Cool, they're 3 YouTubers. Jinx and CJ So Cool, I don't think they do reaction videos anymore. I think Jinx was trying to a while back. Tyrone Magnus, I think out of those 3, yeah, he's the only one that's doing reactions. But let me just read that sentence off again. TMossBoss is a reactor who does reactions. I don't get, like, it's like saying TMossBoss is a YouTuber who uploads videos on YouTube. Like, I think it's clear as day. Like, if you know what a reactor is, somebody that does reaction videos, I think it's clear as day. Like, okay, well, what other content are they going to do besides reaction videos? But just to overall clarify, I am not just a reactor. I do reaction videos, but I have a lot of other different content on my channel. Even back then when this definition was created back in 2018, I had music, gaming videos, comedy skits. I'm trying to think of some other videos I was doing in 2018. Yeah, I had a lot of other videos. I just upload reaction videos because it's easy videos. I already know what I'm going to say. I already know what I'm going to do. It's a lot easier than sitting around. Like, my thing is this. If there's like an hour left in the day, right, and I'm trying to hurry up and get a video out, and I'm like, okay, I want to make music, I want to do a gaming video, I want to do this, I want to do that. I don't know how long that's going to take me, and I don't know how long I'm going to get caught up doing those videos, but I know overall if I could just put out a quick 5-10 minute reaction video, yeah, it's a lot easier. So I ain't even gonna lie, like, making reaction videos is definitely easy, but at the same time, it's like, I feel that it really shows how much of a hard worker and how dedicated you are to being a content creator when you're consistent with doing videos. Like, I can say for, like, the people that have, the person that made this definition, the community that he came from, they're not consistent people. They're not putting in hard work like every other. The thing is this, even excluding myself out of the conclusion, there are so many other different content creators that have put in, it's like they have less videos, but they put in so much more work than this community that this guy came from that create this definition. So yeah, it's like, it's one of those things where it's just, you know, make sure you look in the mirror before you start judging other people, you know, just to say that and things. But yeah, getting back to that first sentence though, it's like, I think it's clear as day if a person goes to my channel, like if I was just doing reaction videos, I think they're gonna know that. Like, it's not like you told us something that's new. Like, oh my god, wait a minute, TMossBoss he's a reactor. He does reaction videos like other YouTubers. Oh my, I didn't know that. Like, it's just, yeah. There's the people that had from like this community and then the guy that created this definition. Yeah, you can tell they're not the brightest people in the world. But anyways, then they go on to say he plays the entire video and doesn't edit his videos. Now, I remember explaining this a while back why I don't edit my reaction videos, but any other videos that do require editing, yeah, I'm gonna edit them. Like, for an example, when I'm making music, I'm not going to leave in all the bad parts and all the like parts of the song that I didn't want to be in there. I'm gonna leave in the parts that makes the song all together. Same with any other type of video on there. But the reason why I don't edit my reaction videos because there are parts of the video where a person might want to see my reaction to it, and just to give them that closure where it's like, oh man, I wonder like how he reacted to that part of the video, I just leave that part in there. So if I did have a reaction, I did. But if I didn't, I want them to know that I didn't have much of a reaction to that part of the video. I was more so seeing like the main parts and all the other crazy parts. But yeah, it's like there's always going to be that person where they're thinking different than the other person, than the main audience. So the main audience is obviously going to be clicking on the reaction. Like, so let's say for an example, if I react to a Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer, right? And they want to see my reaction to the ending of the trailer. There's going to be that one person that wants to see my reaction to the beginning of the trailer. Like, oh, that part was more interesting than the rest of the audience and stuff. So that's why I more so don't edit my reaction videos. But if it's a video where it's like, I feel that it's not a good reaction, there's been numerous times where I felt like a video just wasn't I didn't have much of a reaction to it. So I just actually, this is what I do. If there's a video that I don't have much of a reaction to, I end the video, delete the file, move on to the next video. So there's a lot of videos throughout the time of me doing reaction videos where I have just been like, you know what? Nah, I didn't really feel that video. Get halfway through it, all the way to the end of it, and I'm just like, I didn't feel that video. I could have uploaded it and just get the views, but I'm not like, no, I don't want to do that to my audience. I'm like, if people ask like, oh, how did I feel about that video? I'm like, yeah, I seen it, was gonna react to it, but I was just like, to me, it just didn't require much of a reaction and stuff. So I have seen, that's one thing about it, is like, I'll watch a lot of different videos, and that's something that I try to like break myself into doing, is getting back to the person that I was prior before doing reaction videos, where I just sit and watch a video, like no cameras, no nothing, and I'm just sitting down watching the video and stuff. And I'm like, there's channels that I specifically watch where I'm like, I don't react to the videos, like basketball highlights, Gordon Ramsay videos, some music videos, some gaming videos, what are some other, it's like, it's a bunch of different content out there. It's like, so it's just one of those things where I'm all like, there's at times where, you know, I just be watching videos. I'm just that person I was before I did reaction videos. But anyways, getting back to the definition though, but then they go on to say he also can't take criticism. He deletes comments criticizing him and calls everyone haters. So here's the thing, and I'm gonna go back to when a friend of mine's, hold on for a second, it was because I was like, I gotta take my watch and put my phone behind me because there's a friend texting me. No disrespect to that friend, but I'm just trying to focus on this podcast episode. But here's the thing. So a while back, I remember a friend at my old job, coworker, he told me because I was telling him about like all this stuff that was going on at the time being. And because I can't remember how he found out that I was a YouTuber. I think I was just talking to my friend Jack that also worked at the cafe. But I don't know if he just overheard or I was telling him it and things. But anyways, he was like asking me about like the hate and the drama and all that stuff. And I told him, I was like, yeah, the main thing that they've been talking about lately at the time was that I don't accept criticism. And he told me something that stuck with me for the rest, like from that moment forward. But he goes on to say that when you upload anything on the internet, whether it's a twelve, I'm adding a little bit to it, but more so like, yeah, it's just pretty much just take what I say, but just he said something a little bit shorter, but I'm just adding a little bit to it. All right. But anyways, but it's like when you upload anything on the internet, whether it's a tweet, Instagram post, YouTube video, TikTok video, Twitch stream, whatever the situation is, you're always accepting criticism. Like, because at the end of the day, if you don't want nobody to criticize whatever content that you're putting out, you're not going to post it, right? So it's like, my thing is this: why would I post content and not overall accept criticism? No, what I don't accept is disrespect. And people need to understand the difference between disrespect and criticism. It's like, if you're disrespecting somebody, yeah, obviously they're not going to listen to you. But if you're criticizing somebody, it's like, it has to be neutral criticism. It can't be over the top negative criticism or over the top positive criticism. I don't accept neither of that. Because, yeah, it's like, there's that one person that'll be like over the top with the positive criticism where they're like, it doesn't matter what type of video that you put out. You could put the worst of the worst video put out. Like, I could put a video out of me kicking cats and pushing over cows or something. Somebody's gonna be commenting with a bunch of laughing emojis, all like, oh my god, TMossBoss, you put out the best content of all time. And I'm like, fam, do you not see how dark that is? Like, why am I over here kicking cats and pushing over cows? Like, that's not good, bro. But anyways, then let's say if I put out a positive video where I'm giving like young kids advice about being content creators and stuff. Like, I went and gifted a bunch of different kids PlayStations and Xboxes, gaming laptops, PCs, all that stuff. I wish I had that type of money to do that. But no, yeah, let's say I did some video like that. Then there's that over the top negative person where it's all like, oh, my kid didn't get no Xbox, they didn't get no PlayStation, TMossBoss is the worst person of all time. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, for one, you wasn't even there. So it's like, and it's stuff like that where it's all like, I have put out positive content. Like, for an example, I've shouted out friends. What is there to criticize about a shout out? Like, that's something that I don't even understand. It's like, it's because no, that's something that I'll see is that people like shout out like an individual in the description. I'm making a full-blown video shouting out this person. I'm shouting out their social media platforms. I'm shouting out how I found them. Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, wherever it is. But I'm saying at the end of the day, I'm out here doing positive content and you guys are trying to criticize. How can you overall criticize a shout out video? What is there to criticize? I shouted out this person. I promote their channel. They're having a successful content creating career. What is there to criticize about that? See, that's what I'm saying. It's like you guys is out here criticizing content that doesn't even require criticism. So it's like, and at the end of the day, if there's something to criticize about a shout out video, I'm like, please explain that. But it's like if all you're saying, because pretty much what he's saying is like he's just saying the same thing that he heard in the video. This isn't like from him. This isn't from what he's thinking. He heard this in the video and he's like, well, I'm just gonna copy and paste this and post it onto a Urban Dictionary and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself like, fam, if you're gonna talk about me, at least let it come from the heart. Don't have it just where it's just a copy and paste from a video, because I feel like people have probably seen videos of mine and then they're hearing me do this podcast episode and they're all like, this ain't no different than a video that's been made on TMossBoss. It's literally the same thing. That's the only thing that these guys say, oh, TMossBoss doesn't accept criticism. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna accept criticism from you guys, but anybody else on the internet, yeah, sure, I'll accept criticism from them. But it's like, I already know where your criticism is heading towards. So it's like, find something positive to say, find something nice to say. If not, then I'm like, go somewhere with that. But anyways, and then I know that is something that they get on me about is deleting hate comments, and I'm like, yeah, because it's like I don't want the comments to be there. I'm like, it's my thing is this: YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, wherever, they give me that option to delete and block a person, you best believe I'm going to use that option. I guarantee and I promise you, you put them in my shoes and they have somebody over there harassing them on every platform that they exist on, they're going to be doing the same exact thing, all right? So anyways, then they go on to say he also discredits YouTubers for not having their own channels, showing their faces, and for having less subs than him and thus being jealous. Okay, let me read that beginning part again. He also discredits YouTubers for not having their own channels. How is that possible? How is that possible for a YouTuber to not? You would think like, okay, if they're classified as a YouTuber, then that means that they have a channel, correct? Like, what? I don't know. Maybe I said something along those lines and he just misinterpreted what I said, but I don't think I've ever gotten on somebody for not having a YouTube channel and things. Like, I think I might have gotten on them for calling me out on my content, and then they don't have no content to show for. So yeah, let's get back to this criticism stuff. Like, they'll sit and criticize my content. I'm like, fam, you're not even a content creator. So it's like, how are you going to criticize me and you're not even in this line of work? Like, that don't make no sense. I might have said something along those lines, and I don't know. That's a tad bit confusing. I'm like, I don't think I've ever gotten on somebody for not having a YouTube channel. If I did, then I'm like, maybe it just they misinterpret what I said. I feel like I gotta go back and watch some of my older videos because I'm like, what is he talking about? I don't even know how that's even, I don't know. Like, I have seen at times, though, where people will be featured in another person's YouTube channel, and they're popular on that channel, and they don't have a YouTube channel, but that's not gonna upset me. I'm like, I don't know about that. But then for showing their faces and for showing their faces, how am I discrediting somebody for showing their face? And that's something that I do myself. Like, maybe for not showing their face, if he meant to maybe that's a typo and he just forgot to put not showing their face. But I have gotten on people for if they want to like criticize more so my appearance, and then they're hiding behind like some art or hiding behind some account, and I'm all like, fam, you're not even putting yourself out there. So it's like, it's really telling me, it's like, fam, you don't look no better than me either. So I'm like, yeah, that's I might have gotten on people for that, but for showing their faces, I'm like, that's kind of hypocritical, because I'm like, fam, I show my face too in my videos. Like, I'm like, fam, whoever created this, do you even watch my videos? Do you even know who I am? This guy, I feel like he just seen a video about me and he didn't even bother to take the time to do his own research. He just seen a video about me because I'm like, yeah, that's kind of weird. Like, I don't know how that's even possible. But and then it goes on to say for having less subs than him and thus being jealous. Yeah, I do remember the leader. So the guy that created this definition, I don't know who it is. It actually could have been the leader of the community where like all this stuff started from in the first place. But yeah, there is a leader in this like hate community that was going after me, and I'm most likely, I think that this was a fan that created this definition. I don't know, maybe it was the leader, but anyways, regardless, I remember getting on him for having less subs than me. But I think anybody else, I'm like, no, I don't think I've ever gotten on anybody else for having less subs than me. It's just one of those things. I'm like, yeah, it's like, because that's like me being in the position that I'm in now, because that was something that I was thinking about when I was reacting to a video, how now I have 100,000 subscribers, and I seen that I was reacting to a channel that has less subs than me, and I looked at it as an opportunity to promote that account. So I'm like, that's when I'm more so doing with my fan base. I'm not doing it to spread hate and be negative towards people and stuff. But yeah, that's just I don't know. I know for a fact that then there's like, and thus being jealous. I'm like, I don't know if he's saying like I'm being jealous or they're being jealous, but I'm like, yeah, maybe he is saying that they're being jealous. But no, I do think that it's a jealousy thing. It's like, I think that people see how much fun that I have on my content, then they want to turn it into something negative. And it's like, fam, my channel was never meant to be a negative channel. It's like at one point in time, like I was in the same position as the person that created this definition. Yeah, I was a hater at one point in time. I seen that it wasn't going to get me anywhere. And then overall, that's why I switched it up. I was like, no, I want to do content that's going to entertain people. So anyways, moving on. Then he goes on to say, or whoever, I heard some stuff outside, but anyways, then he goes on to say, he or she, I don't know if it's a he or a she, it could be whoever and things, but anyways, they go on to say, I'm trying to be a little bit respectful, you know, because I don't know, they might be on that pronoun stuff, and I'm like, I'm not trying to disrespect them. So anyways, they go on to say he also believes that karma will go back upon his haters, even though he's in the wrong. So let's sit down and talk about this real quick, right? How all of this started was because I went out of my way to defend and be positive in a situation towards YouTubers that I support. I was being positive. Y'all turned this into a negative. And then when it got to a point where I was all like, fam, just leave my channel alone. If you don't like my content, then don't watch my videos and stuff. You guys even turned that into something negative. So I'm saying, at the end of the day, it's like, how do you think a person is going to look at this situation? Who do you think is going to be in the wrong and who's going to be in the right? When you look at one channel where it's like so much racist, toxic, just downright like dark behavior that came from this community. Meanwhile, with me, I'm saying it's like, yeah, I might not be the most positive person in the world. I'm not the most perfect person in the world. But at the same time, I feel that when it comes down to somebody being in the wrong, I'm not going to look at myself. And that ain't just me looking highly of myself. That's just me looking at the facts. I've never have went to a person's channel, said some racist, downright just crazy, dark, and evil stuff to them. Never. And I know that they're going to try to go on and say like, oh, well, you did threaten to kick a kid in the throat and things. Because I'm like, I'm not seeing nothing with that in the definition. So yeah, just throwing that in there and stuff. I know people are all like, wait a minute, you did what? No, so yeah, with that whole particular situation, and I think, yeah, I was just talking on that not too long ago with the stalker episode. But anyways, yeah, kid was threatening my life and I threatened to kick him in the throat. It's like, how, my thing is this, it's like, how is a person supposed to react to that? How is a person supposed to react? You guys are leaving hate comments, disliking all my videos. How do you think a person is going to react? How would you guys react to some stuff like that? So that's what I'm saying. It's all like, fam, it's like, really, come on now. Sit down and think about how anybody would react in this situation. And more so, because it's like, when you look at, like, okay, just overall excluding ourselves out of the example, and let's just put some like two random people in this example. You see an account throwing all this hate to a random person. How do you think most people is gonna look at that? It's like, come on now. But anyways, yeah, it's like, it's something where I'm like, I do believe in karma, and the thing is this, I feel like a lot of these guys have faced their karma. I'd have to say since then, because this definition came out in 2018, since then I have seen a lot of these guys just pretty much like crash and crumble when it comes to content creating and stuff, and if not that, then got caught up in some stuff themselves. So no, yeah, karma definitely made its way around. Maybe it might be busting a U-turn and making sure that the job is finished, but yeah, you know, how karma, it definitely made its way back to these guys from 2018 all the way up until now. Then they go on to say, so there was like he believes. Okay, so then they go on to say he also refuses to edit his videos. You said that already, and makes us do it. Wait a minute, what? Nah, there is no way he said that. There is no way he said that. I have never once... I think I might have told these guys, like, if you want the videos to be edited so badly, then you edit them. But it's like, there ain't nothing wrong with the video. I support the video. I like how I overall did this video. And I'm going to leave it how it is. If you guys want editing to be done to the video, then yeah, you guys can do it. I think I might have said something along those lines. But I've never look these guys, and honestly though, if I look these guys in the face and be like, no, you're gonna edit my videos, do you think they're gonna edit my videos? No, they're not. All right, so that's something where I'm like, fam, you come on. I'm telling you, these guys, they really love making up some stuff about me, man. And even this next thing, they looks like they're gonna start talking about, yeah, that's it was a made up situation and things. It wasn't no actual real suicidal person. But yeah, getting back to that, I'm like, to the whole, like, making them edit my videos. Throughout my content creating career, I've only had one person edit a video for me. And at some point in time, I ended up taking down that video. So that video no longer exists. And it was more so trying to squash this whole situation. But I was like, yeah, I think at some point in time, I just came to a realization that I was like, this situation ain't going to be squashed just because I make some, like, edit video and things. But anyways, but yeah, overall though, the person that edited that video for me, it was like I ended up taking the video down. But no, yeah, shout out to my good friend TURJ. He was the one that did the editing for me and stuff. But other than that, I was like, nobody else has done any editing on my channel. I'm like, I've done just about everything on my channel, from podcasts, music, reactions, all the content that I've uploaded all across all 50 of my channels. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that one. I'm like, yeah, that's that's a little confusing. But then they go on to say he also blames the leader of this community. I'm not going to say their names because I highly doubt anybody's going to care for their name and stuff. Overall, it's just I don't want them to have any sort of promotion on my channel and things. All right, they're sitting around making videos and tweets about me, and I'm all like, yeah, overall, I would have to say that I'm going to be the bigger person. I'm like, yeah, I ain't going to be overall give them any promotion and stuff. But anyways, they go on to say he blames their leader of their community and stuff for stealing IHE. Oh, I think that's the YouTuber I Hate Everything and Grades. Oh, and I think there's another YouTuber named Grade A Under A Style when he does the same thing. So I have to say that might be partially true, but at the same time, it's like, I don't have to wait for them. Because honestly, do you think that if I Hate Everything's and Grade A Under A, if they never made any videos, and along with a bunch of other people that made videos overall hating on reaction video, well, I can't necessarily say that I Hate Everything genuinely hated reaction videos. If you guys go to his channel, that's literally what his whole channel is. It's just him talking about how he hates stuff. So I think a lot of people at the time being seen how big his video was growing, and they were just like, oh, well, let me do my own spin on it. Grade A Under A, on the other hand, I think he more so did his video because he was beefing with Tyrone Magnus at the time. There was no reason for the leader of this community, where the person that created this definition, there was literally no reason for him to make a video about people that do reaction videos. He very well could have thought of, my thing is this, because that's something that I do with my channel, and I have to say that's the difference between me and him. I can make a video, can care less about how many views it gets at the end of the day, because there have been times where you'll see where everybody is reacting to the most popular trailer, the most popular music, the most popular whatever videos going viral at that time being. Meanwhile, I'm over here reacting to body cam videos of cops and trailers to indie games. So I'm saying, I'm all like, I'll give the smaller, content creators and videos and all that stuff love. This guy, on the other hand, the leader of this community, of the hate community, that was hating on my videos and stuff, he has to wait for something, I guess, to start going viral so he can make his own little video on it. Because he knows exactly what he's doing. So it's like, yeah, that's something where I'm all like, I think that's the difference between me and him. I could care less at the end of the day whether my videos gets a bunch of different views or not. Him, on the other hand, he has to wait, because I guarantee and I promise you, if all that hate videos about reaction videos would have never blown up, or people wouldn't have been making them, he would have never made his video. Nobody wouldn't even have had no reason to hate on reaction videos. It wasn't until people started making hate videos on reaction videos, then yeah, that's when he was all like, oh, well, let me just go and steal that idea and things. But I'm like, yeah, every time when I upload a reaction video, it's a video that I genuinely want to react to and stuff. I don't be going to people's channels, seeing what videos I can react to and stuff. I'm like, him, on the other hand, yeah, he probably be doing some stuff like that, but anyways, now this is the part where I was all like, yeah, this was this was a made up person. This wasn't no actual suicidal person and things. But anyways, they go on to say in the definition, he also ignored a suicidal girl who needed his help and told his fans to attack mainstream media commentary. Oh, I think, yeah, that was somebody. Since then, they've changed their name. But yeah, that was a person from this hate community for calling him out and thought the suicidal girl was setting him up. And it was a setup. So to explain that situation, so there was a random day. I remember I was at work and I seen on Twitter that it was like National Suicide Prevention Day. So I made a tweet saying like, hey, if there's anybody, if you need somebody to talk to and stuff, I'm here for you. Made that tweet, went on about my business. I checked Twitter later on that day. I'm seeing my notifications blow up. It ain't from a bunch of different accounts. It's from one person underneath two accounts saying the same thing over and over again. I'm feeling suicidal. I'm feeling suicidal. So to give you guys a little bit of a backstory on like that spamming stuff, this is known for in this community. They are known for spamming stuff in my comment sections. So that's why I wasn't thinking of it at the time being, but later on, I was all like, yeah, that does make sense. I was like, no, I was like, they 100%, it was a setup. So anyways, I finally responded to the person because I was like, yeah, I was working. I was like, I can't be on my phone at work. So anyways, I responded to them and I was like, okay, what's the problem? And they're just still saying the same thing. I'm feeling suicidal. I'm feeling suicidal. I'm like, okay, what is the problem? Do you not see me talking to you? What is the problem? I'm saying like, that's like, I don't know what else to say. I'm asking you like, what's going on? And then they just still saying the same thing over and over again. I'm like, look, if you just gonna continuously keep saying the same thing, I'm like, I cannot help you. So I really don't know what else to do and say. And then they were just still saying the same thing and saying, I'm like, okay, you know what? Hey, look, I can't help you. You're just saying the same thing. You're not being responsive. So I'm going to continue going back to work and things. And I left it at that. Next thing you know, maybe I can't remember the time frame, but shortly after, these guys they was all over. It wasn't even like they just wanted one person to make this video. It was literally multiple accounts making a video talking about TMossBoss ignored a suicidal person. I'm thinking to myself, okay, ignore, if you guys need to know the definition to the word ignore is when a person is talking to you and you don't even acknowledge them. You don't say nothing. You don't do nothing. You just continue doing whatever it is that you're doing, but you are not focused on that person. That's ignoring somebody. I actually was being responsive to this person. They're the ones, because no, that was something that, and maybe it's a fictional thing, I don't know, that's something I guess where if the day does come where if I have a paramedic friend, or if, there's just ever a time where I'm just, asking a paramedic some questions and things, but no, I think that is a thing though with paramedics where it's like, if, let's say they're responding to a scene and a person is, I heard of that before, I heard of that numerous occasions, where it's like, if a person, like, let's say they get into a car accident or something and they're all like, and they refuse medical attention and things, the paramedic can't hold them down and be like, no, you're gonna accept this help. No, if they're all like, if they refuse to like overall cooperate and things, then it's like, yeah, fam, I can't do nothing to them and things. I'm not gonna hold that person down or continue or spamming their account just saying the same thing over and over again. I'm like, okay, you're not being responsive. There's billion, if not, okay, maybe not billions, but there's millions of people on Twitter. I'm pretty sure somebody else can help you. But yeah, that's just something to me. I'm like, it just seems so weird where it's like right after that, then shortly after, then videos were getting made. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why are these guys like, I get it at the end of the day why they're making videos, but I'm like, why is that like something that required a video to be made? It's like, you know, at the end of the day, I guess, yeah, if you hate me, you hate me. You're gonna make any old types of videos on me and stuff. But and then so this is where I really started getting underneath the impression that it was a setup, because shortly after, somebody else had contacted me saying the same thing. And I'm thinking to myself, at the time being, I wasn't even thinking about it. But then, like, sometime later, I was just like, yeah, this is going to probably just be a reoccurring thing. Everybody's just all of a sudden feeling suicidal, and then they're going to start reaching out to me and stuff. So I think if I never would have made a video talking on the second person, they probably still to this day would have been doing that crap. So, but anyways, so second person comes into play talking about they feeling suicidal. And I asked them, I was like, what's going on? They're like, oh, I bullied some kids in school. I'm like, okay, well, go find them kids and apologize. And they were like, I can't do that. I'm like, I'm pretty sure those kids, some of them, if not all of them, got social media platforms. If not, I am pretty sure you can figure out where they're at and apologize to them, even if it's on some stuff where it's like, and I didn't say this at the time being, I'm like, but fam, make a video, just say like, you know, I can't find these kids, so I'm just saving this video for here. I guess if they ever do see it, I apologize. Whatever you want to do. But I'm pretty sure there is some sort of way where you can make up for that type of stuff and things. But they were just everything like recommendation I was giving them, they were just refusing it. So it's pretty much another situation where they were just refusing to acknowledge anything that I was saying. And so at some point in time, I checked their following list because I was like, this just seems weird. I checked their following list. They're following the leader of this hate community that started all this crap. And then they're also following the mainstream media commentary person. And I asked them, I was like, why are you following those two? And they was like, I don't need to answer that question. At that point, that's when it hit me. This was all a setup. The girl situation was a setup. This situation was a setup. And I'm like, yeah, this. And then it was shortly after I had made the video talking about that things that they just immediately stopped with that conversation. From time to time, they'll bring it up. But I'm all like, oh, you must have not seen the video and things. I'm like, yeah. I was like, there wasn't no suicidal person. In fact, it wasn't this particular person, but it was another person where I remember they were trying to say, because I think I said like, I hope like a dog like rips their throat out or something like that, just because of what conversation they were trying to get me involved in. And I'm like, fam, I don't care how you feel about my videos. Do not put my videos in the same conversation as a mass shooting. So yes, that is something that they did. So anyways, a while back, I remember, like, there was some mass shooting that had happened. I think, was it New Zealand? It was somewhere. But anyways, but no, overall, though, YouTube had made a tweet saying, like, prayers out to the people in New Zealand, something like that. And so a person tagged me in the tweet talking about, you allow content creators like TMossBoss to exist. And I'm thinking to myself, do you think that's what's on their mind right now? Do you think a YouTuber existing on their platform is on their mind? Meanwhile, there's people that just lost their lives. And you're worried about my videos. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm all like, it's people like that where I'm like, fam, you have mental issues. There's YouTube talking on something far more serious than my reaction videos, and you're trying to have my videos in the same conversation as a mass shooting. Like, honestly, to sit down and ask a hard-hitting question, what would you rather be doing? What, at home watching one of my videos, whether you like my videos or not, or in the middle of a mass shooting? You have no weapon. You have no possible way of defending yourself. You're in the middle of a mass shooting and then came in the line of fire of the shooter. What would you rather be doing at that time? Because if you say that you would rather be in a mass shooting, you seriously got some issues, all right? So anyways, yeah, it's like these guys, always was trying to set me up for some stuff. Then there's the one editor that got caught up talking to underage boys. I remember before his situation, he and people from this community was trying to say that I made fun of his dead mom. And I'm thinking to it's funny because with this suicidal girl situation and then with the mom situation, I told people that actually know me in real life, I told them this, and they're like, that is not you. That doesn't sound nothing like you on how those guys are describing you and stuff. And this is people that I know. These are people where it's like, if they're going to be honest with me, they're going to be honest with me. My thing is this, I am not a scary person. person, I don't think I've ever in life have put fear in somebody's eyes unless they done got me to a point where I need to put fear in their eyes. Other than that, everybody that knows me know that they can be honest with me. So, if I remotely gave off any vibes on how these guys are trying to describe me, I think friends and family would tell me some stuff like that. They're not protecting my feelings or whatever. I'm like, fam, I done had people the closest of closest to me done hurt my feelings and stuff. I'm pretty sure they can tell me if I'm acting out of character, if I'm acting up, they would tell me some stuff like that. All right. So anyways, that's why I was all like, I just think I needed that to hear that to be like, oh, well, okay, then, I ain't even gonna let this stuff sweat me and things. But anyways, then they go on to say he also lies about people who criticize him and mistranslate them and claims to be the hardest working YouTuber in Washington State and also blocks all of his critics. So let's read that. He lies about people who criticizes him. I don't. How do I lie about people who criticize me? I think everything I've said is like, and then they're all like, then they say that I mistranslate them. I don't think there ain't no mistranslation when a person's telling me you deserve to be hanged, or calling me the N-word, or harassing my friends that are like also content creators, even friends that are not content creators. I don't think there ain't nothing to lie or mistranslate about that. I think that's something that's clear as day, clear as a clear sky. That's just, yeah. It's like, whoever this guy is, he really, no, he ain't a hater. He's a critic. He really, like, just criticizing me and stuff. But anyways, then claims to be the hardest working YouTuber in Washington State. Yeah, I did say that at one point in time because I felt that way. And I still do kind of feel that way. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's not any other content creator I can think of with 50 different YouTube channels, active on all those channels, working on all those channels by themselves, working on a bunch of other different, from stories, TikTok, Instagram, music. I'm saying, like, I work on a lot of different stuff compared to these guys, the one that made this definition, the community that this person came from. Yeah, I work on a lot of different stuff. So that's why I said that I was the hardest working YouTuber in Washington State. Might even be the hardest working YouTuber in the world. That's just how I feel. Unless I see something different, unless I see there is another creator out there that is doing far more work than me. Other than that, I'm going to look at myself as a hard working content creator. And if I'm going to look at myself as the hardest working content creator in Washington State, I am going to look at myself that way. Until I see different, that's how I'm going to view myself. I'm not going to look down upon myself. I ain't going to see of myself not like highly. Just not going to look highly of myself. I'm going to look at myself at the most highest that I possibly can be as a content creator. There ain't nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with looking highly at yourself and things. So I encourage a lot of people to do that. Even if you're not doing a whole lot of stuff, still look highly of yourself. But anyways, then they go on to say he doesn't do this to me, but it annoys me how he does it to others. So wait, what? Okay, so maybe they might be continuing from the last part because they was like, and also blocks all of his critics. Yeah, because it's like, if you guys are just going on my channel every single day saying the same crap, I don't want to see that. I don't care for it. I'm like, to me, that's trash. That's why YouTube, when it's like, when they have it where you can delete comments, they have like a little trash emblem where it like overall, like, yeah, it's if you're trying to delete something, that's what they're going to show. That's how I look at that stuff. So I'm saying, that's like, you guys just gonna be spamming my comments saying the same thing. I ain't trying to see that. There ain't nothing wrong with that. And I guarantee and I promise you, the person that created this definition, people in the community that they came from, the leader of this community, I guarantee and I promise you they unblocked at least one person in their life because they gave them that same amount of annoyance that they gave me and stuff. So anyways, then they go on to say TMossBoss has done a lot of wrong and is one of, if not the worst YouTubers in the entire website. Dang, that is a title, bro. Wow. One of the worst YouTubers, if not the worst, on the entire website. Meanwhile, there's people out there, you got it where there's like terrorists out there uploading death videos onto YouTube. You got people out there doing pranks where they're eating food in front of the homeless and doing pranks where they are actually bothering other people. You got it where, I'm trying to think of some other type of people that go out their way and harass others and just, doing some of the most craziest of the craziest things. Meanwhile, all, I'm just uploading content like reactions, music, gaming, literally content that so many different people upload. It's because of my attitude towards them. That's why they want to look at me that way. And I'm like, fam, you have to understand that it's only you guys that's getting this attitude. It ain't everybody that I come across. When I be making friends on YouTube, I'm not giving it YouTube, Twitch, any platform. I'm not giving them an attitude that they don't deserve. I'm being nothing but positive towards this person, but once when I start feeling like they're being negative towards me and I ain't did nothing to them, they're going to see a different side of me. It goes like that with any and everybody within content creating and outside of my content creating life. So I'm saying it's like, it's just whoever created this definition, and then their username is TMossBoss sucks, and there's like D Lost Cause. I think that was a nickname that they gave me, and I'm like, man, these guys, they are some cringy people. I'm like, they are some cringy people. But anyways, I just thought that I should overall give you guys a little bit of clarification on that definition. Yeah, it's just one of those definitions where it's coming more so from a person's opinion about me and not no actual factual stuff. Yeah, some things that they talked on were facts, but more so like how they overall feel about me, because it's like I'm saying at the end of the day, I know people probably ask like, how would you describe yourself? I'm a content creator, all right? I make videos. Sometimes I upset people. Sometimes I bring out the most happiness out of people and things. Like, I've had people tell me that I've helped them with their depression. My videos done help this individual with their depression. That's something where I'm like, yeah, when you hear things like that, you can't really stop as a content creator. It's like, if anything, I kind of look at myself as a hero in a way. You know, I know some might not look at me that way, but I'm like, yeah, that's on fam, that's on you. If you don't look at me that way, it's like, ain't nobody gonna be mad about it. But at the end of the day, though, it's like, however you feel about me, that's your own personal opinion. But it's like, to create a cringy definition out of it and stuff, I'm like, yeah, you got way too much time on your hands. I'm like, you need to go out and get a job of some sorts. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like and subscribe if you're viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe viewing this on a podcast streaming service. Thank you guys, and peace.